Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Horror Room Live. Listen, I've got a special guest, man. He's back into the room here, man. Tonight, we're going to be uncensored. We're going to be swearing. We're going to be talking some shit, but we're also going to be talking about some new projects.
Yeah,
Man. He's doing a lot of shit. Back on Mike Ferguson. Mike, welcome back to the Horror Room, man.
what's up, Travis? How you doing, buddy? How you been?
Good, man. Good, man. Keep him busy, man. Keep him busy, as I see that you're fucking busy as hell, too, man.
You know, it's kind of funny. I do a lot of horror and action movies, but where I'm really going over right now is on YouTube. I've been working with Topper Guild, Zong, Ben Alizar. It's all people with over 25 million subscribers.
Holy shit.
And over the past 2 months, hundreds of millions of views on me playing hide and go seek on all of these channels.
I've seen one of them, man. I've actually seen one of them.
I'm a regular on all of these channels as Mike Ferguson Bounty Hunter, and Zong, I'm Mike Ferguson Police Officer. He has 33 million subscribers. These kids are smart, man. Like, I can't even call them kids because they're young men that are just crushing the content game, and they know what kids want to watch.
Yeah. And Mike, I'm 41, man. I'm like, shit. I just started, this is 1 year in now. I'm like, shit. I wish there was an opportunity like this while I was in my 20s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing is that the whole game's changed. This whole YouTube thing, Hollywood is hating it. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, all of the streamers, like from Netflix has 250 million subscribers. All of the American streamers total only have a quarter of the subscriber base that YouTube does. And the advertising dollars are going to the same places. So when a network television show only gets 9 million views, listen, these videos I'm doing are getting 30 million views for an hour with that, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So it's game over on the way that we think of entertainment. I was just talking to somebody. It used to be people at the top, the studios and things like that. And they had all these ways of PR and they decided who were stars. It's not by chance. It's who can you invest money in, who can pass this, can do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Social media, criminal, blah, blah, blah. They're picked. You know what I'm saying? Well, with this whole new YouTube and streaming and Netflix thing, it's leveled the playing field. You know what I'm saying? We're really the smaller creators. Look, me and my partners, Mitch Parks and Tim Gold, I think is his name. We were just talking how to pronounce his name earlier. Me and Mitch. Sorry, Tim. We're in talks with theaters right now. Mm-hmm. Chains of fucking theaters about bringing content to them directly. In 10 years ago, we wouldn't have gotten this opportunity.
And I totally agree. I mean, Mike,
look, here I am as an indie filmmaker and setting up rev share deals with national cinemas. That would have never have happened even 3 years ago.
Hell's no. And the crazy thing about it, Mike, is I interview a lot of indie filmmakers.
Yeah.
And they're ditching, the fucking distributors who are taking majority of their money. They're ditching all that, and they're going straight to putting their project up on YouTube or even Tubi.
You can aggregate yourself. It's not that hard as long as you have a deliverable movie. Mm-hmm. The distributors take $20K most of the time. As soon as you're done with them, they take 20%. And then as soon as you get a movie distributed, you're already 8 to 10K in the hole for the new trailer, new artwork, all that. Well, man, listen, because of the democratization of entertainment now, I have access to the same PR firms as everybody. And I have to the access points of advertising on what works with statistics. The Correct. Same thing that only the studios used to have. Well, gosh darn it, Papa Ferguson's got it too. And so does a lot of other people. And that's the thing is we're not going to be a slave to a system that wasn't for us anyway. It wasn't doing great things. Entertainment's great. But I think it was like under a kingship, a lordship. You know what I'm saying? This person will be made or this money will be made. No, man, we're changing the paradigm right now.
Yep.
and I'm part of it. It's a really exciting part of entertainment right now. Look, studio's not going away tomorrow, but the way how they generate money is a different thing. It has to be, because it's not sustainable. We see Warner Brothers wanting to merge with Paramount. Paramount, their linear failing. You know what I'm saying? They were Tyler Perry was going to buy BET. That fell apart. Like, look, it's not solving. There's article after article after article. It's not me creating this problem. It's already here.
Yeah.
And that's for studio in traditional sense of distribution and getting movies in theaters.
But you even see, like, you would never thought 10, 20 years ago that Disney would have been struggling. Like, Disney is fucking struggling.
Look, man. Uh-oh, I might have just gotten in trouble. Let me look at this real quick. I might be told to shut. Oh, okay, listen. First and foremost.
Yes.
First and foremost, here's the thing is what's going on right now is I'm partnered up with Mitch Parks. He was the writer and director of Static Codes, which is one of my favorite movies that I've ever done, and it portrayed me in a much different light.
Great film. I actually saw it.
Good. You know, I want everybody to take the time to really watch Static Codes. It is a really good PG-13 movie I did, and it's really centered around family, and I do wish everybody would take a look at that. I do a lot of action. I'm a bad guy a lot, but these roles where I get to break type, they mean so much to me, because in real life, I've got a lady that I've been married to for 25 years that I love with all my heart. I got 3 daughters that I raised. I just look this way because I was a tattoo artist. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do the sweet stories. I just did a Christmas movie, again, with David Mitch Parks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This guy's been in – I met Mitch back when my wife was doing Tidy Tims, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a movie. I'm thinking about getting in the movie industry. Well, fast forward to now, and we're pretty much partners in a couple properties we're getting off the ground right away. And it just shows you how small the world is. In all this, just being a nice, honest guy will get you so far. Look, when I was a younger guy, I was a dick. I was a terrible person at times.
As we all were.
Yeah, I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I had a look. I became the guy to protect that little Mike that I needed. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know how to disconnect from that. You know what I'm saying? And bless acting, because honestly, it really has done the world for me. You know what I'm saying? In way of emotional maturity. It's I really throw myself into everything. It's emotional. You know what I'm saying? And it's been one of the most healthy things in the world, me being able to talk about my feelings. And, oh, you want me to express it? Okay, I get you. And then, you know, examining myself and my own shit. It's been great. It's some, you know, and I implore anybody to find that art or whatever that makes you tick and go after that, because, you know, at the end of the day, look, acting's, I ain't saving the fucking world. I'm not doing anything. I'm making memories. Look,
you are, but you're making memories for other people, because I mean, Mike, listen, you did not come from the typical theater background, acting, so you were, a tattoo artist, and then you slowly went from stunt work to, now you're in movies with big name actors and actresses. Like you were talking about Static Code, you were in it with Manning from Orange and New Black,
and then I did one with Terrence Howard. So
Terrence Howard, Dolph Lundgren. I just saw one you were with Casper Van Diemen and Flood.
Nikki Whalen. Yeah. And I just started a new TV show with Ron Perlman and Nikki Whalen. It's up in the air right now. We shot a couple of it. We shot quite a bit of it, and we don't know what's going on with that right now. I hope you guys bring us back to all work together. It was a super dope experience. I think I signed an NDA and couldn't have said any of that, but I just did. Look, man, life's about blessings and about being grateful for things. You know what I'm saying? And look, in Hollywood, you're only as good as how much you put into it. You know what I'm saying? And I think with my career and the success I've had is I've been consistent. Is I made acting the main priority in redesigning my character. Because look, I mean, first movie I did, I got in the business of American Violence, Timothy Woodward's movie. I walked in to do stunts. Next thing I know, I'm raping the lead of the movie in the prison shower because Bruce Dern ordered it. You know what I'm saying? And what a way to get into the business. But I could have stayed that guy, that scary. And look, I'm a tough guy in real life. Or at least I used to be. I'm getting older, so I refrain from saying that. But I trained martial arts as an adult because I had children. And that, look, at times I didn't necessarily have discipline. Look at me. I don't think I ever said no. I'm drinking a coffee cup full of Mountain Dew. God bless you, Mountain Dew. You keep me going.
Yeah, Mountain Dew definitely keeps you going.
I never drank it. I was just at another actor's house, Mike Markoff, for the Super Bowl. And I don't watch the fucking Super Bowl. I don't care about sports. No offense to anybody that does. But I'm leaving, and they like load me up with 10 2-liters of all this soda. Now I feel obligated to drink it now. You know,
you have to, right?
Yeah, well,
you have to.
I try to never buy it. But now it's here, and gosh darn it, I'm having a drink of old Mountain Dew.
Speaking of soda, man, listen, a couple years ago, I used to fucking drink soda daily. Like, and I never realized how bad that shit was for you, man. As soon as I blew up to like 240 pounds, and like I wrestled and I boxed in high school. So I mean, my walk around weight has always been around about 180 to 200. I'm 6'4", I'm a big guy. But I blew up to 240, and I cut the fucking soda out, man, and I went back down to my 200, my natural weight.
Yeah, dude, it's a drug. It's a drug. It hits all the sensors. It's just shit. And we've grown to be like it's okay. These companies are Pepsi and Coca-Cola own so many corporations. You know what I'm saying? And we really don't look at all that. I mean, I could go on for hours about that whole thing, but I'm not, because I'm a grateful guy. And I'm grateful that I didn't pay for this Mountain Dew, but I will drink it.
It's what it's for. But
going back to I'm going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but Mike, I mean, you are to indie, because I most of my subscribers and people who watch are brand new indie actors, filmmakers, and they're trying to break it. They're trying to break in, and the weight on their shoulder. It seems like it's never going to break for them, and like you are your example that if you keep pressing forward, if you make it a priority.
Yes, look, I'm a 52-year-old man covered in fucking tattoos. If you make it a priority and work on your image and work on what is important to you and why, and just be a really good person. And like go out of your way. Like I don't expect anything. I don't get trailers a lot of the time. I don't. If you give me a ham sandwich, I jokingly I've had that. You know what I'm saying, on set. Cold cuts. I'm like, oh, okay, great. On a bigger set, I'm like, oh. But I don't give a crap anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky to be there. And you always got to do that. Here's the thing: is that I never got my feelings on the set like I've gotten my feelings in my own life and ruined shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I learned a lot about being a ray of sunshine and finding every silver lining in every situation. And I think that has to do with something with my success so far. Is that, man, I'm 52. I just shot an action movie during the strike with fucking Killian Lutz, a SAG film. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm hanging out a window busting caps with a Beretta. You know what I'm saying? They were at a interim or whatever, SAG interim fucking. But you know what I'm saying? What life is this? Is that if I have a GED. If a guy who has GED that had kids, God bless, I got them way better education system than I ever had. That was priority, and can do this. Anyone can do this. There is no competition. The only competition is you, is me against me. I'm not against anybody else. It's if I can decide to push forward, even though when something's failing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did a pilot for this bounty hunter gag in 2020 with my wife. And she's a pro wrestler with Wild Wrestling. She's the champion past some years, and they're on CBS syndicated. So yeah, she's the champion, which is super dope. She agreed to do this pilot right before COVID with me, and it went viral. And the owner, Dustin Ferguson's partner, Eric Russo, at this time we were friends. We wanted to work together, and I got this pilot. And I bought the car that I currently drive because of this pilot. We were supposed to blow it up if it got picked up. And they were going to buy me a new car. But anyway, I did this pilot with my wife. The first day it went bad, I told Eric I was going to have to hit him. He's like, okay, great. I hit him hard. I knocked him out, and they never yelled cut. And we ran all the way through it. And you can still see it on my YouTube channel. It went viral. The 5.2 million views on TikTok brought me up to like 90,000 people on TikTok. Some YouTubers saw that. Well, 2020 rolls around, COVID happens, and we're going to do a series with it now, and it's scripted. This was unscripted. It was crazy, bro. Like, it was every X-rated dick joke, because people that are bad at improv, that's where you go.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, go straight to the dick.
Well, that's this whole show is like somebody's a prostitute, and we got to go pick these people up, and we do this funny gag about Dick Math in the car after I've slapped him and thrown him in the back. Watch it, dude. It's really funny.
I'm gonna check it out.
And what they got picked up, the licensing company that paid for it picked it up, and we were going to shoot in December, and then COVID flared up again, and they shut down. Because why? Why would we risk it? So they weren't for advertisers' money. It was somebody that was a licensing company, and they had deep pockets. So that sat dormant for till 2021 middle, and somebody contacted my agent because of that show, Ryan Prunty, and literally, boom, I was going to quit acting for a minute. And I was up in Bakersfield at a tattoo shop. And I remember when that video hit, it went outside of his analytics. And they called me right away. And my ex-business partners looked at me, and he knew he lost me. Because, I was saying I had been in a rut. My beautiful wife and I have been having some problems. So I'd been in a rut. And he thought he had me. He thought he had his moneymaker back, gonna make us millions of dollars. I looked at him as like, peace, dude, I'm out. And then it's been a steamroller since then. You know what I'm saying? It's just been movie after movie. Look, man, funny story. I can't go into details about it, but I was on a YouTube set, and I meet this kid, Ray. Really nice. I believe he's a Korean kid. I don't know why that means anything, because it doesn't. But he scouts me for a modeling agency. And I'm like, yeah. And I start looking into it. I was like, oh, this is the real fucking deal. And so I make a Zoom call with the person. And then I sign in January. I'm going to go up to Bakersfield and tattoo, because it gets slow for me around this time of year. I signed with this modeling agent after the beginning of the year. I finally fill out the paperwork. And I was looking, I was like, 20%. Bro, she booked me a fucking global campaign that I can't talk anything more about.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I rolled out to another state for 4 or 5 days at the beginning of the year. And but man, it's been blessing after blessing after blessing like that. Like, look, man, when people need help or need things from me, I roll and try to fill in the cracks for them. On productions, on whatever. I've been in with some of these indie films. I've been in insane situations. but I always try to keep it positive and be professional, make sure everybody's safe around me without being a weird prima donna. That makes any sense.
Yes. Now, I recently saw a clip of you in a movie called Flood, and you are in the water and you're fighting two fucking alligators.
Alligators.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about that scene and how that was filmed.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's it. That's in Thailand. And that was in a building that was flooded with water. It looked like it was a semi-construction, and they made it a fishbowl. They would drain it twice a day. Brendan Slagle was the director. Casper Van Dien, Louis Mandalore. Look, man, we were a little bit taken back about we would be in that water like that, but the name of the movie is The Flood, so it's time to suck it up, Buttercup. And every fight, everything has a challenge, but things are really challenging when there's nothing there for you to act with. Because there was absolutely nothing there for me to act with. And Brandon was calling out directions for me to look and move. The whole jump thing, there was nothing there. So me doing that jump in the water, I'm big as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And to flip in that fucking water like that and then push myself forward like I'm getting tugged, everybody's like, oh, I'd be a roll. Motherfucker, it was me doing that. I can't roll like that. That's what I can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing is dude, it was a great experience. I really love Brendan Slagle, and Damon Hillion's a great guy. I want to go back. Come on, guys, with all this YouTube stuff, that gives me a mark on the global market.
Yes.
Y'all know that. I know it. You know it. Distributors know it.
One thing about you're talking about marketing yourself. I follow you on all forms of social media, and you do an excellent job at fucking marketing yourself. One person you use, which I use as well, is Cobb Marketing. Mike Joy. Those guys are fucking great.
Mike Joy has been instrumental in my career. If you want PR,
yes,
you need to. If for your indie movie, for you as an indie horror actor, whatever you need,
YouTuber, whatever.
Mike Joy's got you covered. He just signed a deal with Fangoria, which still does a print. And I think I'm going to do an ad out in Fangoria for this movie that I've caught that I'm directing.
Really? Is that the murder company one?
No, that's written by my partner Tim Goth. He owns an escape room that is rated R as shit. And it's got a great story. And I visited him last year because of Michael Joy to do it. And it looked like a snuff film when I made it. And I just done a global campaign for Allied Bank where I'm holding a kitten. So I didn't support that at the time. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that. And hold on, I got to talk to this casting agent. Oh, sir.
A busy man, ladies and gentlemen. Busy man.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to a casting director. I am filming a teaser this Sunday at the Hollywood Movie Production Center. My partner Mitch has an office there. We've got a part of the building rented for the day, and I am looking for background extras. This is a sci-fi action movie. This scene is zombie-like. It's a siege on a police station. This is my first time taking over first unit. No, that's not true. I did some low-budget shitters, but I can't count those. You know what I'm saying? This is a
big deal.
This is something with a little more budget. This is something we're shooting on 8-2-8 reds with sphericals. There's Zeiss lenses, though. We're putting a lot of style and love into this one. I think you saw some of the key art we just took pictures of. I've been flooding social media with it, looking like Devil's Rejects a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's not, but it's whatever the fuck you want to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, my inspirations are all the old horror stuff. That's what turned me on. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time where all those things, but right now, right now, I'm hot as shit. And I'm going to attach myself to something that I think will sell really well based around a true story, based around true shit, modern day interpretation. And yeah, it's from the perspective of the police officers. It's called The Process. And I'm going to be directing this movie this year. That's my movie. That's what we're shooting the teaser for.
Now,
Eh,
how is it, Mike, working on the other side of the camera? I mean, you've acted and you've done
I've
work.
done grip.
Now, being
I've done transportation. I've done scenic. I fucking built right in the middle of COVID. One of the first jobs I got, like in July or something, June, July, was Hell Hath No Fury, a Louis Mandylor film, um, a Nazi war gold movie, and I was carpenter for the hero graveyard for a Nazi war gold movie. Literally, they had I did scenic. They had foam carvers. We built pillars, made them look like they were stone caskets, sarcophaguses. Did it all, man. I've done everything. Stunt coordinating.
yes, because I seen you in Hellblazers. I think we talked about the last time.
Yeah.
And you said that was you that fell off of the.
Me fighting the lead with a baseball bat against sledgehammer.
Yeah.
He had no stunt pad, so I took a flat fall like a jerk, but it looked great on camera. Look, I was art swing on that. So literally, I did that stunt. They knew I was a stunt man. I took the art swing job so I could do a Christmas for my family. We long story, but you know what I'm saying. Look, actors don't always get paid better. Crew gets paid better sometimes. A lot of the time. Let's be honest. So I was working crew on this job. Larry Poole, a couple other people. But anyway, they hit me up and they're like, "Hey, would you do my Rubber Suit Monster sucks? Will you do exact words? Justin Lee, I love you. We need something that brings it up a notch." I was like, "Yeah, I could do a basic stunt fight." And I was like, baseball bat for a sledgehammer because we had those foam things. We had the fakes and the heroes. And so I sat and talked to the lead during lunch. We worked it out. And I did that scene, and then I had to strike that whole set. And I started at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't get home to God near 11 a.m. 11 a.m. after I did stunts, landed on my back, struck a set, moved a cube truck, drove all the way back home to Temecula.
But you worked with an amazing fucking cast when I mean, yeah, Tony Todd, and you had
Yeah, I got a named character with Adrian Barbeau, Tony Todd, Bruce Dern. They named me in fucking Nerdly, man, along with main cast. Hey, I want to say bless you and thank you, Nerdly. And I think it's Michael Joy connection because every time Nerdly reviews something, they always put me with the main cast, even if I'm just a small support. So I want to say thank you, Nerdly. You've been great for my career.
Now, but is it? Do you think by wearing all those hats in the past, and now being a director and having the vision for the film, do you think by wearing all those hats in the past are going to make you a better director?
No, what's going to make me a better director is I'm super comfortable and confident in my partner and team. The man that I love and respect, David Mitch Parks, my homeboy, and my boy Tim. Listen, Mitch wrote Static Codes, directed it. He was the DP on Amityville Uprising. He was Heart for the Holidays, the director. He was Deadly Desire, the director. He directed me in all these things. So I know what it's like to work with him. And we understand we got this kind of same idea. We went and did the walkthrough for the scout, location scout. We talked about shots he wanted to get, and where we could play out this in the scene. I wrote the bare bones for the script about this religious cult. You know what I'm saying? A real religious cult that used to exist that Manson was a member of. About somebody taking that interpretation and using it for the apocalypse today. I get that bare bones, and I gave it to Mitch, and he wrote a damn good script. And it's a really, really good script. And what's really fun about it, too, is I cast, it was kind of written for her, my wife as Agent Brooks is one of the leads in this movie. She is currently the WoW champion. Like I said, CBS earlier, and it's she's an extremely talented actress. Like she started before me and was always better. And she is always on book, and I am never on book. I'm always change a couple things, and sometimes people get pissed about that. Like pissed, I'm like, it's not double talking, but whatever, man. I didn't write it. Who cares?
Yeah.
But like I said, is that I'm getting these opportunities. I think it gives me. I'm putting people around that I'm comfortable around. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
There's Leanne Bauer. She's playing another role in this. It's really a cool role, and we've got a lot of friends on this. I'm asking everybody. I reached out to the Chicano Hollywood guys. They gave me a really good deal on a police car. You know what I'm saying? Like all this takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they had extra police uniforms. Yeah, I'm paying a casting director $250 to get me background people that they'll just get a credit. You know what I'm saying? And there's no stunts or anything like that. They're filing into a police station while we have hero of these bad guys that'll be doing the rushing towards camera and all that in slow-mo. But there'll be background to all that because we also have closed caption TV in there that we get to record everything on so it cuts between. It's brilliant, the whole location. I didn't think we'd be able to afford it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't really because I just had to pay for a cop car out of my pocket. That's how confident I am in this. And we all are. As we all are spending our money, other people are helping us. But it's not what you think it is. Like literally, we're going out and grinding. We're finding the people and the pieces we need for this. We understand distribution. We understand getting it to market. We understand advertising. And thank you, Michael Joy, for being part of that journey.
By the way, once again, Michael Joy is a sponsor of the Horror Realm. I try to promote him as much as possible.
Yo, that's Michael Joy's been just key in my career.
Michael Joy has been key in my fucking career. I mean, I'm being serious as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Who pretty much started from scratch. I've been doing this for almost a year now.
Yeah.
And like I reached out to him because I was trying to get indie stars on, and you were one of my first interviews.
Nice.
And like he just helps. I mean, he promotes my interviews, promotes my work, and like I mean,
I've been trying to get Michael Joy to move out here. I was like, look, I live in a studio in Hollywood, but it's pretty cheap. And I'm like, I'm not here a lot of the time. I was like, I'll put a little bed under it. We'll sleep on bunk beds.
I think he enjoys the East Coast. I think he enjoys the East Coast too much.
I was like, well, no. I was like, yo, bro. I was like, because you could do a lot of money out here. Because literally, this is Hollywood, California. Everybody needs promotion.
Yes.
And you don't really know what that means to your career until it starts happening for you. And look, a lot of these movies that I do, they have great press teams and all that stuff like that, but nobody's going to do this for you. And sometimes you get left out of those. And when that happens, Mike Joy helps. You know what I'm saying? He's got a proven track record. He can help shape your future, change perception. It's dope. And you don't really realize how important advertising is.
It is fucking huge. Like I mean that's what I do in my day job. Like my day job, I'm marketing, right? So I'm a marketing guy. So you hear me talk about a lot of marketing shit in my interviews. When it comes to indie, that means you're small. You know, you got to build your name. And I sit back and I watch a lot of indie creators, and I sit back and they just post a little thing on Facebook, a little Indiegogo, but you got to get the term is boots on the fucking ground. You have to fucking get the fuck out there. You have to. You got to.
I literally. So we were supposed to do another fucking movie. I'm not going to say whose movie. We were supposed to start shooting that last week. Shit happens. Whatever. We're not shooting that now. We weren't supposed to shoot this till the 9th. And he's like, we're doing it on the 25th. with less than 2 weeks out. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then literally our location, like everything's been so last minute, but it's fucking happening, man. And
Yes.
it's happening because we're friends. We're staying in communication every day. We're producing partners, and we give a shit about each one of these properties being made, being developed, understanding what they are and what market they're going to. Because we're having meetings, like I said, with many cinema companies. We've 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? Where we've literally had in-persons in the office. You know what I'm saying? Where we have literal plans we're putting out for rollouts. You know what I'm saying? So in major markets. You know what I'm saying? Not 20 cinemas, 500 cinemas.
It is crazy, Mike, because during our first interview, I mean, you kind of, I was saying to say, you kind of was first getting into it. Like the wheels were starting to fucking really move for you.
Yeah.
When I interviewed you, we were talking about the boatyard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
And then, like, I've been watching you ever since. Like I said, I've been following you ever since. And I see fucking roll after roll after roll, big name. I mean, Terrence Howard, Dolph Lundgren. I mean,
That was
it's like,
just in November. Dude, I had 6 movies come out in 2 months. All 2
yes.
movies. Like I had every angle being hit. And then I was also doing YouTube. So all these millions of kids are watching me. They're watching my movies. They're literally, I'm surprised I usually do a Christmas special. This year I didn't do any YouTube Christmas specials. And guys, hire me for your Christmas specials. The kids love me.
I mean,
anyway,
you even did a movie on like BET. Like I saw you on BET Plus. So you did a BET Plus.
I did 2 movies for BET Plus. One is RSV. Oh, listen, I've got a movie called Camp Pleasant Lake coming out on the 27th in select theaters. A billboard just got put up on Sunset. It has Bonnie Aarons and Jonathan Lipnicki and me, Kelly Ryder, Bonnie Aarons, Andrew Divokoff. Bonnie Aarons is my mom, and Andrew Divokoff in this fucking movie is my dad. And so, look, I'm just building up that legend of Ferguson.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck is Mike Ferguson doing in a fucking BET Plus movie? I was like, what? He's in fucking everything. I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Dude, I did it all black. I did 2 all blacks. I did for the app all black. I did 2 BET movies. I think I have 1 more coming out. And dude, I hit it from every angle. There's nothing. Those TV movies are fun. Jared Safier did Stay Out. I got to play 2 roles in that. Bless you, Jared. I don't talk to you very much anymore, but thanks for giving me that opportunity. Everybody, if you get a chance, watch Stay Out on BET.
Now, one thing I have to give you credit for too is because you kind of touched on this in the beginning. You're a tough guy. You look like a tough guy. It's very easy for an actor to fall into the trap of being typecast as a bad guy or a tough guy.
Yeah.
And yes, that's something that you have done. But I slowly see you're talking about even when it comes to Static Code, you're willing to transition and grow as an actor and try something different out.
Yeah, that very much so. Everything's an exercise. I just did this 6-page audition last night. I ran it for 2 hours. God bless you, Ozzy. You're a saint. He comes over and reads with me a lot. And I had 3 6-page auditions. And I was like, no, I'm one. And then this other one I'm going to beat up, but I'll probably tonight. But, dude, I worked on this thing 2.5 hours, bro. I still auditioned my ass off. Like 2.5 hours I put into work in this 6-page scene. And it wasn't a scene. It was a bunch of scenes just stretched the fuck out. Like they didn't break it up like a shoot script. You know what I'm saying? It was like a play. So he's shutting light on and off, which is going off the script. You won't be able to see me. It's just my breathing. But no, I've got to play this whole fucking thing out. This 5-minute fucking audition. So I finally did it. I sent it to my fucking agent. He's like, fuck, really good work. And I did 2 versions of it because I always do. Because at this point, like, and I want to say, look, I just got a new manager too, Me Too Management. He's dope. He got me 2 really big auditions. I rushed the second of those 2. Sorry about that, buddy. And it's just been busy. It's really hard to keep up.
You turn roles down?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yes. There's I don't want to rape people in the shower. I don't want to be a child killer. And both of those roles I've done. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing further for me to explore there. You know what I'm saying? There's literally nothing. I'll be a bad guy. I can do that all day long. I'm about to do a stoner comedy in New Mexico. I'm flying out the second, I think. Joe Davidson. He's done a couple, horror movie. He's a comedian, and I'm gonna get to work with him. He's bringing. I haven't even read the new revisions on the script. I got to be careful because he put some nasty shit in there. And we're shooting at this hotel that's from 1932. It's the Hangout. I am the fucking big bad guy. I used to be a serial killer. I think I might have said too much. And there's a woman that I killed who's possessing this pinball machine, and they've been paid to drive it across country for me.
Nice, right.
So yeah, I'm getting really cool opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, the Boatyard. I just saw the new poster artwork. Man,
I'm waiting for the fucking Boatyard to come out, man. It looks fucking good.
I know they had some audio problems, and this is why it was like it got hicked up a little bit. Is they had some audio problems. I haven't seen any of it. I went back and did some reshoots, and it was utterly horrifying what I did. Like it was some really wacky stuff, even for me. And bless you guys that made that movie. I want to make sure that you put the fear and horror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go all in, and you'll see it.
I need to get RG back on. RG is fun as shit, man.
He's a great guy. He's a really great guy. I'm trying to get him in on my movie. He's like, I don't do background. I'm like, I sent him the script. I was like, that's all there is. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come down. You could be a cop and get mowed over by people. I mean, that's where you're a cop or you're homeless.
RG's fucking hilarious.
It's a proof concept shot amazing with lens flares and everything.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Boatyard. Now, I'm a huge Dolph Lundgren fan. How was it to work with him?
Wow. Okay. I wouldn't know because I was brought in just to heckle him on his coverage.
Okay.
And literally in the movie, when Terrence kills me, Dolph Lundgren dies at the same time. Literally, goes from that death to my death or vice versa. So literally the only screen time I had some shit they cut in the car about Dolph being a Russian asset. You know what I'm saying? When I'm eating the cheeseburger in the car and we're watching Howard. So that they wanted me to fuck with Dolph, so I called him a fucking commie. From side stage on his fucking close-up, and he looked at me like he was gonna shit on my face.
He's a big fucking dude too.
Yeah, no, he is. I didn't really get to meet him beyond that. We really didn't share. I was in the auditorium when we're doing that whole gag back and forth, and I'm making fun and heckling him. I was in that. But other than passing and lunch and shit, we really didn't. Like me and Terrence, bonded. Me, Terrence, and Mira, we bonded like homies. Like I got Mira's number in my phone. I got Terrence's number on my phone. I tried to ask him about a movie I'm attached to. Did I think he is too? He didn't respond back to me.
So who's been like? I mean, you've been in so many movies. You worked with people who you probably watch and fucking loved throughout your life.
Yeah,
Who was that one actor or actress, or even a filmmaker that you worked with that you were like, holy shit, I cannot believe this is fucking happening?
It was really Casper Van Dien, being able to watch him work. And then Louis Mandylor was really Brendan Siegel did the Battle of Saipan, which is a kung fu movie. And if people haven't seen it, you're sleeping on shit. It is if you like kung fu movies, It is
And what's it called?
Battle of Saipan.
Okay.
It is a World War II kung fucking fu movie based on a true story, and it is dope. And Louis Mandylor is one of the most fantastic stuntman fighters I've ever seen in my life, and I can honestly say that. But in that same breath, as I've drank him under the fucking table in Thailand, America, ooh.
Love it.
So
Yeah,
no,
Casper Van Dien is in probably he's a star in one of my all-time favorite movies, which is Starship Trooper. I fucking love that movie.
he's a gentleman. I've had the honor to work with him on 2 projects now, and honestly, him and his wife, they are brilliant, beautiful, bright people. And when he's in LA, we try to get together. We never get there because I'm always busy on something. And he even jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? And Lewis, I try to get to hang out with. He's traveling around the world making movies because that's what Lewis does. Look, these are the people that inspire me. They work nonstop. They're I'm not saying close to my age, but they're close to my age. And there's look, Casper Van Dien's a legend. Since I was a younger man, I've been looking up to him, and he is nothing but a gentleman. Louis Mandylor, he is a gentleman and a scoundrel and a fucking just dope dude. And you know, I've gotten to work with so many people. Terrence Howard is one of the most brilliant actors I've ever worked with, and literally kept me on my toes. He gave me compliments, many compliments, which I was very thankful of. And to get somebody of his caliber, you know what I'm saying, and you're working and he's complimenting you, it really, I told him, I was like, dude, it changed my whole career working with you. It really did. It not only just for my exposure, but my quality of my acting and understanding a little bit more about that. In the whole less is more thing. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of that in the last deal. I was very thankful for that, which is on Stars. Past 10 months, weed crime movie based around LA legalization.
Nice.
I had a little bit of skin in that game. I grew weed in 2017.
Okay, speaking of weed.
Oh,
I know that you're a fan of weed.
Marijuana. Sir, I'm a fan of medicine. Anything that is, listen, in the state of California, it is my medicine.
In the state of Maryland, it is too.
Yeah, and I do not operate my vehicle. That's why I hate driving. Yeah.
Now, are you a indica, hybrid, or sativa guy?
It don't matter as long as it's strong. It don't matter. I think I got an indica. I got a 37% indica right now. I got a 42%, 43% infused with TCA, and then I got a sativa, a Blue Dream for my anxiety.
Now, do you smoke, vape, or edible wise?
Smoke. I buy cones. I buy 200 cones a month.
Okay.
The 1.5 gram ones.
And does the trick?
I like smoke half of it. I used to smoke the whole thing because I like to be foggy, but I've been quitting smoking. That's what this is. You know, after 52 years and probably 40 of those smoking, it's just too much. And me doing all these kids shows and stuff like that, I'm running a lot. I started losing my voice because I'm already yelling and stuff. There's no need for me to put more strain on my body.
Also, the smell of smoke too. I
love it
over here. You know what I mean? Like
I love it.
It's an offensive smell.
Yeah,
I do too. But I'm saying other people get offended by this fucking smell.
Yeah,
you know
so I just got this Mike Tyson vape. It's great. I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in 4 days, which is insane for me. The first couple days, I had the sweats. I felt gross. It was weird. It was very uncomfortable, and it's been uncomfortable. But thank God for having such great friends and loved ones that have been so gracious and understanding with me. You know what I'm saying?
Because most people who've never smoked nicotine or cigarettes, they don't understand how
I just spilled on me.
How fucking hard it is to get off that shit. And also too, when you get off it, you're gonna be fucking nasty. You're gonna be irritable. You're gonna be nasty.
I was sweating like a goddamn weirdo drug addict. I mean, it's
be irritable. So like, if you have a husband, wife, whatever, they got to understand like whatever comes out of your mouth, and in that couple of weeks, you gotta like.
You gotta listen. You gotta own some responsibility, emotional responsibility. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: ain't nobody got you to smoke that except you. So you gotta remember that. Like literally, I caught myself being a fucking dick. Like right away, I was talking to my wife. I was like, you know what? I'm fucking completely wrong. You're right in the middle of speaking. Yes. I was like, I'm an idiot. God damn it, you're amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized it was fucking. It's me. It's us. I am a wise old man, or at least I pretend to be, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Is emotional maturity, especially with acting, has helped out with me a lot, and owning my own shit, and my own shortcomings, and all that. Because you look, when you want to portray stuff on screen, you need to know why you're doing it. For every application, I played some really wild roles. So, and the more I've gotten understanding, and the more I've gotten to learn this craft of acting, you know what I'm saying, from many great people and from many great experiences, it's just been eye-opening in my own life, personally. Hold on, people texting me, they're probably saying I spelled their name wrong.
I had K. Odell actually just sent a comment and say, yay, you can do it, Mike.
I'm sorry?
I said, K. Odell just commented, yay, you can do it, Mike.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I mean, look, here at the end of the day is like, look, I like I said, I met Mitch in 2016, 2017. We're working together now. You know what I'm saying? He's a family guy. He's got a kid. He needs to make X amount of dollars. So I'm going to make sure any way I can help him make that, because he's good at his craft. And in the interim, we're making this movie together that I think we can make a lot of money with, because it's a very original story. It's apocalyptic. And it's got a lot of cool vibes. You're going to see where, you know, it's got some Devil's Rejects vibes to it, to be honest. And that was.
And I've seen the pictures. I've seen the pictures, man, and they look fucking terrifying.
Yes, it looks like either a black metal band or one of the scariest fucking cults you've ever.
It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, that's this cult. That's this cult, the modern interpretation of that cult that was around in the 1960s. And because people change. And this is what they really were. Basically, this cult in the 1960s was a Scientology group. And they started a psychiatry they got thrown out of the Scientologists. Then they merged. They were a psychiatry group. Then they merged into a doomsday cult that meshed all these different religions. So when all the gods united, the end time was here. And that 1/3 of humanity is the devil and must be eradicated. So now you take this many years later, and some people have used some of this ideology to start the apocalypse. David Koresh style, if he was in control of the media.
Jeez. Yeah. Now, is this group still around?
No, they aren't. If you YouTube, you can type in Process Church of the Final Judgment. No, they aren't. They were a very obscure group, around for a very short period of time. Started in England, came to San Francisco. We go through different times in the world where the cult's in and all this bullshit, and people get very, 1920s, 1960s, goes in cycles, 80s. It is what it is, man. It's just wacky people wanting to fucking, I know the way, follow me. You know what I'm saying? And no, stop it. Stop taking advantage of people. You guys are fucked.
I'm so good.
But that's what this whole thing is about. It's not really based around. This movie's based around the cops realizing what's happening and finding this out, who they are, and it's worldwide. It's not just American. It's happening everywhere.
Jeez.
And the phones, computers are all corrupted.
Now, you've worked with some amazing people. You've told me.
Yeah,
Have you
I
worked
might
with
have
any,
told you too much about my shit. I'm sorry about that.
have you worked
Go
with
ahead,
any
sorry.
assholes? With any assholes where you're like, I could never work with this person again.
No, man. Here's the thing: is through every situation, even when somebody's uncomfortable, I'm learning something. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's going to be a jerk to me or brush me off, thank you. You just taught me a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Is that I understand why that person gets cataloged in my world. You know what I'm saying? If you're in my world, I give a lot to everything. You know what I'm saying? And I try to uplift everybody, as many people as I can. Sometimes at my own risk or whatever, without reward. And what I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. What were we talking about? What's
No,
the
it's
question?
like, were there any individuals you worked in with so far that you were like, I would never ever work with that individual again?
No, 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 no. I learned something each time. The money would be higher. You know what I'm saying? Like the money would be higher. I mean, look, everybody's got their own story. Every set, every movie, every actor is a Rubik's cube. Not everybody gets along. Not everybody does anything else. Um, like I said, I would just ask for more money. If somebody's difficult or if I have a hard time, I don't make an issue out of it ever, ever. I'll stuff my own feelings because it ain't about my feelings. It's about getting what's on that paper to that director's, best what they want from me.
Now,
You know,
as a director, what would you do if you had cast who was being uncooperative or drama on your set?
I'll get rid of them. I'll get right rid of them. I mean, listen, drama's cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stop a production or stop anything. I've been in productions like that where like literally it's cancer. Yep, everybody's replaceable. Like this is a proof of concept. Like nobody's gonna be drama. We're all pitching in on this. Like I'm not getting paid. Nobody's getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And if I was on a paid movie, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a meeting with everybody, talk to everybody beforehand about what's not acceptable, what's acceptable. And I'm not the one for fraternizing on set either. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
want this person from crew fraternizing with extras and all that shit. Like this is a business. We're working. You know
because
what
that
I'm
is
saying?
toxic. Because I mean, you're supposed to listen. I know it happens when I've had actors and actresses on there, and they say yes, they've hooked up with other actors and actresses. But I would feel like that's unprofessional, but B, that can add drama to a fucking set.
Actors should never hook up. Actors, actresses should never hook up. You should never date inside a crew. That is fucking bad because that is unprofessional as shit. In a world where nepotism runs high, it is frowned on in the bigger circles where people start putting money into you. When they start doing criminal social media and credit checks, because that's what they do, the bigger the job. That's what they do. And they've been
And
doing it to me. And
I
that's
just want
okay. I've worked
and
to be in a position where that's okay.
I just want to give us to male filmmakers because I've heard of some of y'all fucking doing it. Don't be fucking your cast. Like, how dumb are you?
Yeah, listen, that will get you canceled real quick in Hollywood. Don't fuck cast. Don't look, just make it business. Look, I know that people in Hollywood, they're all pretty and shit like that, but this is a business. Treat it as a business, 360 degrees. These people, look, for me, these are my kids' ages, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That I work with. And I say yes, sir, and no, sir, whether they're 13 years old or 50 years old on set. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm yes, sir, no, sir. And I address everyone that way because I'm a professional. I'm there to do a job. I will watch the situation, read it, and wait till somebody tells me to do something. You know,
Now, Mike, buddy, where can everyone find you?
Mike Ferguson 71 on Instagram. That's where I'm the most handsome. Mike.Ferguson at TikTok. It's Mike.Ferguson at TikTok. Mike Ferguson, professional bounty hunter and hero for hire on YouTube. And I got a video running it up right now. That Nikki Whalen fight is like at almost 600,000 views.
I'm gonna check that out as soon as we get off of this.
You should read the comments. They're hilarious. Let's just go there. It's in the shorts, and it's run it up. It's like within the past month or so. But I went up 3,000 subscribers.
Fucking A.
So check it out. Just read the comments, and they're hilarious. I have never realized, and no offense to any incels, but I never realized how many misogynistic incels there are in this sphere. You know what I'm saying? Because
there's a lot.
Fight was it unrealistic? Yeah, but women can defend themselves and get lucky shots on guys like me. Mm-hmm. I'm a 52-year-old guy. I look tough. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so those are the things you can find me on. Mike Ferguson 666 on Facebook. You can find me in movies, television. There's a movie called Tim Goth, Murder Co. that we're about to start production in the next couple of months. The Revival is another movie we're going to start up in the next couple of months. And God willing, anybody watching this, we are doing this teaser. We've got some big pitch meetings, but if you want to finance this movie, we have a plan to get it in theaters, all 3 of these. Hit us up, because we can do shit for you through promotion, from production to distribution. Hit us up.
Yeah. And I feel like we cannot wrap this interview up without giving Macabre Marketing and Michael Joy a round of applause one more time.
Michael Joy, thank you for putting us together, and thank everyone out there for watching that are going to be watching this.
Yes. Mike, so it's been a pleasure, man. You're more than welcome. And listen, I'm going to take you up on the offer that last time. When I get to next time I get to LA, I'm going to hit you up, man. We're definitely going to grab a drink.
Yeah, down the street, Harvard and Stone. It's magnificent. You can smoke in the bar, marijuana.
I'm going to hit you up, man. I'm going to hit you up.
All right, buddy. You have a great one.
You too. Everyone, thank you for coming to the forum. I'm Travis Bruce. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.